Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we took on the world of Priamil and rescued Musica from her being a monster. And she explained that in her dream that there was a mysterious blue mist, much like how Chipple said there was a red mist in his dream. Well, anyhow, we're going to be continuing on with the third world, Geobob. Foodland Geobob. Alright. Hey, I'm hungry. We're in luck. There's a restaurant. Let's go. Ooh, steak would be nice. I want a hamburger. Yeah, those sound good. Here you are. Those are carrots. Huh? Carrots? Raw carrots? I'm sorry, but Chef Chirin has disappeared and there's no food. Not even meat? Unfortunately, everything was gobbled up by a huge monster from the mountains. A monster? Only these carrots are left. If this keeps up, the townsfolk will be gobbled up too. A monster with a huge appetite who dislikes carrots. Let's go and get our steak back. Yeah, love how you prioritize things there, Hugh Pow. And I quite like steak, especially if it's done just right. Definitely has to be medium rare. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get started with Vision 303-1. And as we do, remember as always to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. Alright, so to get that star, I'm gonna need a box. Klanoa can pick up a boomy over and over, but it'll explode when the timer reaches 0. Yeah, I remember these guys. Yeah, at least we got that extra heart there. Alright, and we got the circle key. Alright, nothing over there. Alright, just wanted to get that blue crystal. Use a boomy to clear away obstacles. Yeah, that definitely helps. I like how they made the boomies into mice. Or made them to look like mice, I should say. Yeah, we've got two out of 3 stars. Alright, at least that takes care of those guys. Yeah, and now we've got... Now we got all 3 stars. So yeah, that vision wasn't too terrible. Yeah, I kind of like how, like the background music for Geobob. An arrow shows which way a boomy will explode. The explosion goes through walls too. Okay. Okay, I think I might have screwed up there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll go and get into position. Yep, just as I suspected. Alright, that's the first star down. Only 2 more to go. Oh, don't tell me I screwed up again. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I didn't screw up. Yeah, I'm actually supposed to go this way, since I've got the circle key. Alright, that switch must have activated something. But what? Yes, one of these types of doors. Alright, and that's the triangle key secured. Now we can head in through here. Stand on the switch to keep the door open. A passing enemy or a box placed on top also works. Okay, so we can't do much of nothing unless we get the until we activate that switch. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that takes care of that. And that's the second level cleared. Alright, we can't go through there without the triangle key, so guess it's down the ladder for us. Yeah, I caught the Goomy before, while I was descending. Actually, since I don't need that extra heart right now, there's no point in going to grab it. But there is a point to going back to get another Boomy. Whoops. Maybe I can use a Boomy. Maybe I can use that Boomy on... No, these things have a timer, and they won't explode until it goes off. Alright, and there's the circle key. Now let's just head through this door. Let's see if I can't try to finesse some sort of gimmick here. Alright, just wait for him to explode, and then we can go down, get another one, and pass through that block. Oops. Yeah, somehow I forgot that there was a spike trap right there. Either that or I didn't notice it. Oh, hang on. There's a chance for another all right. Oops. Oh dear. I think I might have goofed again. Huh, or maybe not. Okay, so unlike that one arrow box from the previous section, this one actually wants to respawn for me each time I use it. Yeah, but this time I'm gonna be smart. Yeah, just let him explode. Activate the thing. Up. And I died. Alright, at least I didn't have to start over from a major checkpoint. I gotta be careful with my hearts. Alright, so we got the triangle key, so I think the triangle door should be over this way. Yep, right above the... It was right above the exit gate. Now we can begin the special stage and keep going. Now before I have a quick swig of water. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can also pick up enemies in these levels. Yeah, yeah, I was able to get that last life up token. Yeah, only a few more levels before we take on the big bad. Activate the switch to make the box larger or smaller. Yeah, yeah, that actually works out quite nicely. Oops. Okay, I blocked myself in. And I've got to restart the level. Oh, or just... Hang on. Yeah, do a little bit of that. Alright, and that's the first star obtained. I can't do much anything in that room until I can get that box. Okay. There we go. Now I just need to find the circle door. I wonder... Time to do a little experiment. Bingo! Yeah, at least that worked out. Alright, and there's the exit gate. So all I really need to do now is locate all 3 stars. Oh, what did this sign say? The door can be opened by activating 3 switches. Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, now we got the triangle key. I just need to get just need that star. But I don't see a way I can... Oh, hang on. Maybe this triangle door here will provide the answer. Alright, I need another boomy. Oops. And I left the box I need up there. Well, that was stupid of me. But that's okay, I'll just head up here. Bingo. Ah, yes, and I need to activate the boxes. This might take a while. Yeah, there we go. I think it's these types of levels that I work better with, the ones that go side to side rather than going upward. Okay, I couldn't get that life medallion. But that's okay, we're doing great on our own. Yes, I'll gladly take that medallion at least. And that one too. Whoa, Nelly. Alright, and we've arrived at the cannon. So at least, we cleared that vision with relative ease. And now the boss stage is open. But I'm gonna clear out to Vision 7 before anything else. I thought those were spike traps for a moment there. Shows how much I'm paying attention. Alright, let's do this then. There's the door. And I got the heart. Alright, avoid the spiker and get through the box. Alright, so this area was a dead end. And there's no keys here either. Okay. Now what have we got in here? A highly complex puzzle. To be sure. Or maybe not. Alright. Alright, that took a bit longer than I would have liked, but... And I've got to figure out how to get through there. Okay, I think I might see a way to do this, but it requires a very precise timing. Especially with this guy floating up and downwards all the time. Come on. There we go. Alright, now I just need one more heart. Or one more star, as well as a few hearts to pick up. Yeah, there we go. Now that we've got all the stars we need, we can make our way to the door. Alright, now it's time for the boss battle. It should be around here somewhere. Whoa! Yeah, it looks like the monster we're going to face is a pair of jaws. Wow, it really will eat anything. I wonder what'll happen if it eats something peculiar. Yeah, we gotta throw enemies into his jaws. Yeah, and when we deal damage to him, he'll set off an eruption, just like that. And much like Musica and Chipple, when they were monsters, this guy's fairly easy to take down once you get a feel for his attacks. Yep, and he broke apart. Yeah, this guy isn't too terribly difficult to beat. Cheerin'. Burp! I'm stuffed. You're Chef Chirin, right? That's right, Master Chef Chirin at your service. Master Chef? Well, actually I'm just an ordinary cook. But in my dream, I was the best chef in the world. But you hate carrots, right? Carrots! Speaking of carrots... I dreamt of making a delicious meal that even made carrots taste good. Yeah, that does look pretty good. And then a yellow mist appeared. Yeah, this time it's a yellow mist. Mist again? Yellow this time. Red, blue, and now yellow mist. Yeah, hopefully in the next world, Santal will get a final clue as to what's really going on. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it here for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. And remember, as always, to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. And until next time, peace out.